What if the very foods you eat every single morning, the ones you believe are healthy, are actually slowing your metabolism, draining your energy, and quietly working against your body? I know, it sounds surprising. Because oatmeal, eggs, bacon, and dairy are some of the most common breakfast choices out there. You've probably been told they're the perfect way to start your day, but here's the truth. It's not that simple. Before you take your first bite tomorrow morning, you need to understand what these foods are really doing inside your body. Some of them can spike your blood sugar faster than you think, leaving you hungry just an hour later. Others might seem like a great source of protein, but depending on how and when you eat them, they could be putting unnecessary stress on your system. And then there are the hidden effects, the ones no one talks about, that can impact your digestion, your hormones, and even your long-term health. In this video, I'm going to break it all down in a simple, honest way. No confusion, no myths, just real insight into what oatmeal, eggs, bacon, and dairy actually do before breakfast, and how you can make smarter choices without giving up the foods you love. Because once you understand this, your mornings, and your results, can completely change. Breakfast timing plays a much bigger role in your health than most people realize. It's not just about what you eat in the morning, but when you eat it and how your body responds after hours of fasting during sleep. When you wake up, your body is in a naturally fasted state, which means your insulin levels are lower and your body is more sensitive to how it processes food. This is why the timing of your first meal can either support your metabolism or work against it. If you eat immediately after waking up without giving your body time to fully activate, you may disrupt natural hormonal rhythms. Your body produces cortisol in the morning, which helps you feel alert and mobilizes energy. Eating too early, especially high-carb foods, can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar followed by a crash, leaving you feeling sluggish and hungry again soon after. On the other hand, delaying breakfast slightly can allow your body to stabilize these hormones, potentially improving energy levels and mental clarity. The concept of timing also connects closely with how your metabolism functions throughout the day. Your body follows a circadian rhythm, meaning it processes nutrients differently depending on the time. In the morning, your body may handle certain foods better, but only if your internal systems are fully awake. Eating at the wrong time can lead to inefficient digestion, bloating, and even increased fat storage over time. Another important factor is how breakfast timing influences hunger signals. When you eat too early or without true hunger, you may override your body's natural cues, leading to overeating later in the day. This can create a cycle where your body becomes less in tune with when it actually needs fuel. Waiting until you feel genuine hunger can help regulate appetite hormones like ghrelin and leptin, which play a key role in weight management. For people aiming to lose fat or improve metabolic health, breakfast timing can be a powerful tool. Extending the overnight fasting window slightly, even by an hour or two, may encourage the body to use stored fat for energy. This doesn't mean skipping breakfast entirely for everyone, but rather being more mindful about when and why you eat. The goal is to align your eating pattern with your body's natural processes instead of forcing a routine that may not suit you. Lifestyle also plays a role in determining the best timing. Someone who exercises early in the morning may need fuel sooner, while others who have a more relaxed start to the day might benefit from waiting. The key is understanding that there is no one-size-fits-all rule, but there is a clear impact of timing on how your body reacts. Even small adjustments in breakfast timing can influence energy levels, digestion, and overall metabolic efficiency, making it an often overlooked but highly effective factor in improving daily health routines. Oatmeal is often seen as one of the healthiest breakfast choices, but the reality is more complex than most people think. While it does contain fiber and important nutrients, the way oatmeal affects your blood sugar can be surprising. When you eat oatmeal, especially the more processed types like instant oats, your body breaks it down quickly into glucose. This can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels, particularly if the meal is not balanced with protein or healthy fats. This spike may give you a quick boost of energy, but it doesn't last long. As your blood sugar rises, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. In many cases, this leads to a sharp drop in blood sugar shortly after eating, which can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and hungry again within a short period. This cycle can make it harder to control cravings and may lead to overeating later in the day. The glycemic impact of oatmeal depends heavily on the type you choose. Instant oats are the most processed and tend to cause the fastest spikes because they are already partially broken down. Rolled oats are slightly better, while steel-cut oats digest more slowly and have a more gradual effect on blood sugar. Even then, portion size plays a critical role. Eating a large bowl of oats, especially with added sugar, honey, or flavored syrups, can significantly increase the glycemic load of the meal. Another factor is what you pair with your oatmeal. Eating oats alone can amplify the blood sugar response, but combining them with protein sources like eggs or yogurt, or adding healthy fats such as nuts and seeds, can slow digestion and reduce the spike. Fiber additions like chia seeds or flax seeds can also help stabilize blood sugar levels by slowing the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream. Individual differences also matter. People who are insulin resistant or trying to lose weight may be more sensitive to these blood sugar fluctuations. For them, starting the day with a high-carb meal like oatmeal might not be the best option, especially if it leads to increased hunger and reduced energy levels. On the other hand, some individuals tolerate oats well and feel satisfied for longer periods, depending on their metabolism and activity level. The timing of when you eat oatmeal can influence its effects as well. Consuming it after some physical activity may help your body use the glucose more efficiently, while eating it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach could intensify the blood sugar spike for some people. Hydration, sleep quality, and overall diet also interact with how your body processes carbohydrates like oats. Understanding these factors allows you to make more informed decisions about whether oatmeal fits into your routine and how to modify it to better support stable energy and appetite control throughout the day. Eggs are often considered one of the best breakfast foods because they are rich in high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and healthy fats. But the way eggs affect your body depends heavily on how they are prepared and when you eat them. Simply adding eggs to your breakfast doesn't automatically make it healthy. The context matters more than most people realize. When eaten in their simplest form, such as boiled or lightly cooked, eggs provide a steady source of protein that helps stabilize blood sugar levels and keeps you feeling full for longer. This can reduce cravings and prevent unnecessary snacking later in the day. Protein in eggs also supports muscle maintenance and repair, which is especially important if you are physically active or trying to improve body composition. However, the benefits of eggs can quickly change depending on how they are cooked. Frying eggs in excessive oil or butter adds extra calories and unhealthy fats, which can turn a nutritious meal into something that may slow digestion and contribute to weight gain over time. Pairing eggs with processed foods like white bread or sugary sauces can also reduce their positive impact by increasing the overall glycemic load of the meal. Timing is another key factor. Eating eggs in the morning can help regulate appetite throughout the day by influencing hormones that control hunger. For many people, starting the day with a protein-rich meal leads to better energy stability compared to high-carbohydrate breakfasts. However, eating eggs too early, especially when your body isn't ready for food, may not provide the same benefits. Your digestive system needs to be active and prepared to properly process protein, and rushing into a heavy meal immediately after waking can sometimes lead to discomfort or sluggishness. The combination of eggs with other foods also matters. When paired with vegetables, whole grains, or healthy fats like avocado, eggs can become part of a balanced meal that supports sustained energy. On the other hand, combining eggs with highly processed meats or refined carbs can create a meal that is harder for your body to manage efficiently. Individual tolerance plays a role as well. Some people digest eggs easily and feel energized after eating them, while others may experience bloating or sensitivity. Paying attention to how your body reacts can help determine whether eggs are the right choice for you in the morning. Egg quality is another often overlooked aspect. Eggs from healthier sources, such as those from pasture-raised or free-range chickens, tend to have a better nutrient profile compared to highly processed commercial options. This can influence not only the nutritional value, but also how your body responds to them. Small adjustments in preparation, timing, and pairing can significantly change how eggs impact your energy levels, digestion, and overall health throughout the day. Bacon is one of the most popular breakfast foods, especially for those following high-protein or low-carb diets, but its impact on the body is often misunderstood. While it does provide protein and fat, bacon is also a highly processed meat, and that comes with certain effects that go beyond basic nutrition. One of the main concerns is its link to inflammation, which can quietly influence overall health over time. Processed meats like bacon often contain preservatives such as nitrates and nitrites. When consumed regularly, these compounds can contribute to oxidative stress in the body, which is closely connected to inflammation. Chronic inflammation doesn't always show immediate symptoms, but it can affect metabolism, energy levels, and even increase the risk of long-term health issues. This makes the regular consumption of bacon, especially in large amounts, something to be mindful of rather than treating it as an everyday staple. Another factor is the fat content in bacon. While fat itself is not inherently harmful, bacon contains a mix of saturated fats that, when consumed excessively, may impact heart health in certain individuals. The way bacon is cooked also matters. High-temperature cooking can produce harmful compounds such as advanced glycation end products, which are associated with increased inflammation in the body. Crispy, overcooked bacon may taste better to some people, but it can come with these hidden downsides. Salt is another significant element. Bacon is typically high in sodium, which can contribute to water retention and increased blood pressure when consumed frequently. This is particularly important for individuals who are already sensitive to salt or have underlying health concerns. Eating bacon alongside other salty foods can quickly push daily sodium intake beyond recommended levels. The timing and context of eating bacon can influence how your body reacts to it. Consuming it first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, may place a heavier load on your digestive system due to its fat and salt content. This can lead to feelings of sluggishness or discomfort for some people. Pairing bacon with balanced foods like vegetables or fiber-rich options may help offset some of these effects by supporting digestion and reducing the overall impact on the body. Frequency also plays a crucial role. Eating bacon occasionally is very different from making it a daily habit. Over time, consistent intake of processed meats can contribute to an internal environment that favors inflammation rather than recovery and balance. For those focused on improving energy levels, managing weight, or supporting long-term health, reducing reliance on processed meats can make a noticeable difference. There are also variations in quality. Some bacon products are less processed and contain fewer additives, which may slightly reduce potential negative effects. However, even higher quality versions should still be consumed in moderation. Understanding how bacon interacts with your body allows you to make more informed choices about when and how often to include it in your diet, especially if your goal is to support better energy, digestion, and overall metabolic health. Dairy products are a common part of many breakfast routines, from milk in coffee to yogurt, cheese, and butter, but their effect on digestion and hormones can vary widely from person to person. While dairy provides nutrients like calcium, protein, and certain vitamins, it can also create subtle issues that are often overlooked, especially when consumed early in the day. One of the main concerns with dairy is how it affects digestion. Many people have some level of lactose intolerance, even if they are not fully aware of it. Lactose is the natural sugar found in milk, and it requires a specific enzyme called lactase to be properly digested. When the body doesn't produce enough lactase, dairy consumption can lead to bloating, gas, or discomfort. Starting your day with dairy in this state can make you feel heavy or sluggish without immediately realizing the cause. Even for those who tolerate lactose well, dairy proteins like casein and whey can behave differently in the body. These proteins can slow digestion, which may be beneficial in some cases but may also create a feeling of heaviness when consumed first thing in the morning. This can affect how quickly your body transitions into an active, energized state after waking up. Hormonal response is another important factor. Dairy consumption has been linked to changes in insulin levels, even when the carbohydrate content is relatively low. This means that dairy can still trigger a hormonal response that influences blood sugar regulation. In some individuals, this may contribute to energy fluctuations or increased hunger later in the day. Additionally, dairy contains naturally occurring hormones, and while their impact is still debated, some people report changes in skin health or overall balance when consuming dairy regularly. The type of dairy also matters. Highly processed dairy products, such as flavored yogurts or sweetened milk drinks, often contain added sugars and artificial ingredients that can amplify negative effects on blood sugar and digestion. On the other hand, less processed options like plain yogurt or fermented dairy may be easier to digest for some people due to the presence of beneficial bacteria. Timing plays a role as well. Consuming dairy on an empty stomach may intensify digestive discomfort for those who are sensitive, while having it later in the day or combined with other foods may reduce these effects. Pairing dairy with fiber-rich foods or protein sources can help slow absorption and create a more balanced response in the body. Individual differences are especially important when it comes to dairy. Some people feel perfectly fine and even benefit from including it in their diet, while others may experience noticeable improvements in energy and digestion when they reduce or eliminate it. Paying attention to how your body responds after consuming dairy in the morning can provide valuable insight into whether it supports or disrupts your routine. Small changes in the type, timing, and amount of dairy you consume can significantly influence how your body feels and functions throughout the day. Smart choices in the morning can have a powerful effect on your energy levels, metabolism, and overall fat loss, even if the changes seem small at first. The way you start your day sets the tone for how your body responds to food, hunger, and activity for the rest of the day. Instead of following habits automatically, becoming more intentional about your breakfast decisions can create noticeable improvements over time. One of the most important aspects of making smarter choices is understanding balance. Rather than focusing on a single food, it's about combining the right nutrients in a way that supports stable energy. Including protein, healthy fats, and fiber in your morning meal can help slow digestion and prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar. This leads to more consistent energy levels and reduces the chances of mid-morning crashes that often lead to unhealthy snacking. Portion awareness also plays a key role. Even healthy foods can work against you if consumed in excessive amounts. Paying attention to how much you eat, rather than just what you eat, helps your body maintain a more efficient metabolic response. Overeating in the morning can leave you feeling heavy and sluggish, while eating too little may lead to strong hunger signals later in the day. Another smart approach is listening to your body instead of forcing routines. Not everyone needs to eat at the exact same time every morning. Some people feel better eating shortly after waking, while others benefit from waiting until they feel genuine hunger. Learning to recognize these signals allows you to align your eating habits with your body's natural rhythm rather than following a one-size-fits-all rule. Food quality is equally important. Choosing whole, minimally processed foods over highly refined options can make a significant difference in how your body reacts. Natural foods tend to provide more nutrients and fewer additives, supporting better digestion and long-term health. Simple swaps, like replacing sugary cereals with whole foods or processed meats with cleaner protein sources, can gradually improve your overall routine. Hydration is another often overlooked factor. Starting your day with water before consuming food can help activate your metabolism and support digestion. Dehydration can sometimes be mistaken for hunger, leading to unnecessary eating. By addressing hydration first, you give your body a better foundation for processing nutrients effectively. Consistency matters more than perfection. You don't need to completely change your diet overnight. Making small, sustainable adjustments and repeating them daily can lead to long-term improvements. Over time, these habits become automatic, reducing the effort needed to maintain a healthier lifestyle. Physical activity also interacts with your morning choices. Even light movement, such as stretching or walking, can improve how your body uses the nutrients you consume. This can enhance energy levels and support better metabolic function throughout the day. Being mindful of how different foods and habits affect your energy, digestion, and hunger can help you refine your routine over time, leading to a more efficient and supportive approach to fat loss and overall health. So don't skip this, because what you're about to learn might make you rethink your entire breakfast routine. And now that you know the truth, here's the real question. What are you going to do with it? Because small changes in the morning can lead to massive results over time. You don't need extreme diets or complicated plans, you just need awareness and smarter decisions. If this opened your eyes even a little, make sure you start applying it tomorrow morning. Your body will feel the difference. And if you want more simple, powerful health insights like this, hit that subscribe button and stay with me, because we're just getting started on building a healthier, stronger version of you.